An early insight into the Odyssey has me even more excited about the upcoming Christopher Nolan movie. There has been a great deal of interest in the epic poem written by Homer after it was announced that Nolan would be directing and writing an adaptation of the classic piece of literature. While his films have always been excellent, the Odyssey is made even more exciting as it comes in the aftermath of Oppenheimer, which is arguably the best movie of Christopher Nolan's career. It won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. Nolan's involvement made the Odyssey inherently intriguing, and that intrigue was furthered by the movie's star-studded cast. Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, and Robert Pattinson, who have been part of Christopher Nolan's casts before in The Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar, Tenet, and Oppenheimer, are reuniting with him in the Odyssey. The cast also includes Tom Holland, Zendaya, Lupita Nyong'o, Charlize Theron, Jon Bernthal, Benny Safdie, Elliot Page, and John Leguizamo. In addition to the filmmaker and his cast, behind-the-scenes details now make the movie even more highly anticipated. Christopher Nolan is going to extreme lengths to make the Odyssey unique. They're never going to make a movie like this again. Matt Damon as Odysseus in the Odyssey. Christopher Nolan's approach to the Odyssey includes filming at locations that no one has ever used before. Stunt performer James Newman shared how one of the locations is a real-life cave where nothing has ever been filmed, along with a castle on a hall that can be reached via a 2-kilometer hike. These real and unique locations will be visually distinctive and add to the mythical nature of the story. Nolan is also using brand new IMAX cameras, ensuring that the movie is shot with cutting-edge technology. Check out Newman's comments below. Past Nolan movies feature memorable on-location sequences and have been filmed with IMAX cameras. With the Odyssey, he seems to be further leaning into these approaches as he embraces making a movie that is both inherently different and new from anything that has been done before. Part of what makes Nolan stand out from other filmmakers is his ability to deliver a massive sense of scale while also having a palpable sense of artistry. The extreme lengths he is going to for the Odyssey indicate that this balance will once again be achieved in memorable fashion. The Odyssey's production sounds ambitious, even by Christopher Nolan's standards. He continues to go bigger. Nolan is no stranger to major and complicated productions. Bane's airplane hijack in The Dark Knight Rises featured the use of real planes and the use of a simulator, and in later years, Christopher Nolan crashed a real plane in Tenet for cost-effective reasons. Due to the nature of the mythical story, the Odyssey will not feature any airplanes, but the production still sounds incredibly ambitious, perhaps even more so than The Dark Knight Rises, Tenet, and other Nolan movies. In order to capture the extent of Odysseus' journey, Nolan is using a variety of locations spread across Europe. He is not settling for common location shoots and is making sure that the latest IMAX technology is at his disposal to bring the settings and each step of Odysseus' journey to life like never before. It sounds like the Odyssey is on an entirely different level, even when compared to some of the more ambitious productions that he has helmed, and this will surely be felt when the movie is released in IMAX theaters in 2026. The Odyssey's action is already impressing stunt performers too. Matt Damon and Tom Holland's physical abilities have been impressive. Along with being awed by the locations and Nolan's filmmaking techniques, Newman also teased being impressed by the Odyssey's action, especially when it came to Damon and Holland's physical abilities. He emphasized Holland's athleticism and his ability to undertake any physical demands that were required of him in his action scenes. Newman hinted at Damon's action being more efficient while still being equally impressive and true to the nature of the story in the source material. Read Newman's comments about the action below. From Damon's work in the Bourne franchise to Holland's portrayal of Spider-Man or Peter Parker in multiple Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, both have proven to be excellent action stars before. Newman's comments make it sound like Damon and Holland's action will be even more impactful in the Odyssey and some of the best that they have delivered in their careers. It speaks volumes for a stunt performer to have been this impressed by both actors, and his comments make it seem like the action in Nolan's next movie will be some of the best he has ever delivered. After the artistic brilliance of Oppenheimer, it seemed like an impossible task for Nolan's next movie to surpass or even rival the heights of what he achieved in the Cillian Murphy-led movie. While it is still far too soon to determine how the Odyssey's quality will compare to Oppenheimer's, Newman's comments offer plenty of reasons to be excited and to believe that the 2026 movie will be a truly special work of cinema. This makes me optimistic that the Odyssey can create an unforgettable movie theater experience in a similar way that Oppenheimer was able to achieve. Action obviously was not at the heart of Oppenheimer's story, but it was central to past Nolan movies, including the Dark Knight trilogy and Inception. I am looking forward to seeing a Nolan movie filled with action again, especially after all the compliments Newman gave regarding what Damon and Holland were able to accomplish. The action in past Nolan stories has never been mind-numbing, but has always played a meaningful role in the story, and been visually inventive, and I expect this will also hold true in the Odyssey. I am just as excited to see how the cave, the castle, and the other locations across Europe will appear on screen, especially when considering how they will look through the lens of the brand new IMAX cameras being used. The Odyssey's source material comes with a great deal of history, literary analysis, and significant cultural weight, and Nolan is making sure that he does all of these elements justice by not holding back in any area of filmmaking. Despite how impressive his filmography already is, I am confident that the Odyssey can live up to the hype surrounding it.